What's up, YouTube? This is Jason of Auglitical. I swim through the politics and jump and dive throughout the relationships so you don't drown too. As always, I am just the man just trying to bring common sense in a world where common sense isn't so common. I have a saying, and the thing is, I know that there's a lot of people that don't really get this. A lot of people would just like to dogpile these type of women all the time. No one's mad that you're naughty. We just hate you're sloppy. I think people don't understand that women like this, ladies of the night, women of the lake, throts, have always existed. They've existed when your parents were out there doing their thing. They existed when your grandparents were out doing their things. They came in many forms. At this point in time, we have to be honest with ourselves, fellas and ladies. The chances of you finding somebody who's pristine, white, and pure is extremely low. And if you get the lottery, if you win the crazy lottery and find somebody who's a virgin, it's probably because there's underlying issues. They might be a prude, or they might be able to not have sex, or something's wrong with them. Let's be real here. Now, the chances of you actually scoring somebody who hasn't been ran through is extremely low, extremely low. So it's expected that you're going to run into some chick or some dude who's been banged up already. Now, when it comes down to these chicks who are sex workers, OnlyFans girls, or porn stars, my only problem with them is not all of them, actually. In fact, quite a few of them I'm okay with. In history, and in my history, I've had, I've gotten great advice from women who were porn stars. You get some women that do it, and they do it because, of course, they like to fuck. A lot of them do, but they do it for some of them don't do it just for the sake of it's. They do it literally for money. Let's be real, right? But it's not like, how do I put this? The ones that I don't have a problem with are the ones that are aware of what they're doing. They understand how they're gonna be viewed, and they don't fucking cry about it when it rears its fucking head. They don't say "woe is me" and just throw up their hands and say, "Oh well, everybody else is the problem." They know what it is. This is the reason why if they end up having kids, because the truth of the matter is, a lot of women who are whores, or a lot of women who do their shit, are still gonna have kids. No amount of jumping up and down and bashing these women is going to stop them from having kids. Most dudes will wife up a whore. This is the truth. If a woman sits there and says, if a guy believes that a woman is legit about being exclusive with him, it doesn't matter about what she did back in the past. Thank you for your cervix. A guy is still gonna wife that woman up, whether the people who hate women is jumping up and down or the red pill. It doesn't even fucking matter. My problem has always been these women who have no accountability for what they do. They don't understand that their actions have fucking consequences, and they sit there and walk around like their shit don't stink. And so when now they're smelling their own shit, or they're covered in their own shit, they're wondering how it happens. It blows my fucking mind. So this is a porn star who is now, uh, you know, the fruits that she sowed, the seeds that she sowed pretty much, is now biting her in the ass. And she's blaming everybody else for why her relationship with her daughter is becoming worse. Because kids at school are fucking making fun of the fact that her mother has been taken to Pound Town on 4DH on HDTV. Fuck 4K, right? Let's get it.
No,
Can't
I mean,
imagine. Like,
no
over my
amount of money
fucking-
was
Over my dead body, would you take my daughter from me?
exactly,
Like-
exactly. And the sad thing was, is at the end of the day, I was like, if you could just be normal,
Mhm.
just be normal, know that I'm a good mom, and but it was crazy. Like,
Telling your daughter to be normal after kids with no filter, mind you, these are fucking kids. Kids have no filter when they want to hurt you. They don't know no better. And even if they knew any better, they don't have the experience in life to give anybody any type of quarter when it comes down to being ruthless. So yes, kids are assholes. And they have no filter. None.
I mean, she knows everything I do. So
I was going to
mean,
ask if, you said she's 16, right?
she's 16, yeah.
Yeah. So I feel like at this stage, she's probably
Well,
figured it out.
Well, unfortunately, during an early part when she was like 9, so kind of mid, she got sat down and showed all the photos of me. So that
I love how this fucking woman right here has the fucking pog face, right? Oh my God, you literally was just sitting here validating her, getting into her mindset. That's not very hard because the hive is the hive, right? She literally sat there and said, nobody's gonna take my daughter away from me, no amount of money, because apparently the father, the ex-husband, was like, yo, let's take the daughter away from the mom, right? So that this way you can remove yourself because this is what you do. This is what you continue to do. This is what you want to do. Listen, this is something that a lot of porn stars do. Their private life, you wouldn't even know a porn star has a fucking daughter. A lot of porn stars have daughters. You don't even know. A lot of porn stars have kids. Their private life is extremely private. They have things set a certain way that you will never know that their parents are porn stars, etc., etc. Their kids don't even, well, and with the way that social media is working and the way that media is working, more and more kids will know that their parents are doing these kind of things. But before, it would have been much harder, much harder.
That's where things really took a turn in our.
Wow.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it was crazy. We had CPS involved, and
Oh my God.
yeah, crazy. It was awful. So unfortunately, I didn't really. She didn't know what I did, obviously, prior to that, because all we were doing was swinger stuff at the time, and we would just go travel, and she'd stay with my parents, and we'd just go away for a couple days, just like anybody does. Yeah, I mean, we kept it completely separate. She had no.
Just like anybody does. We send our kids off and then we take the house that we're in, or we go traveling. We go traveling and we just fucking suck everyone. It's what anyone does. Bro, why do you think I be saying that you be having these fucking women, right? Who be putting these men in these fucking positions or whatever like this. And they're gonna do that. Like, and this is the thing I've noticed. I always thought that it was kind of even. You know what I'm saying? I always thought that it was like the dream for a lot of guys to want to have sex with multiple women or a three-way or what, a threesome or shit like this. And then you find out it's actually a lot of women that be fucking setting the fucking groundwork to open Pandora's box to do this, because what they end up doing is they keep the stable guy that they enjoy for stability, but then they'll be having extra partners on the side, and then they'll be like, oh yeah, sure, you can go have sex with whoever. And again, it's the craziest thing because it's how it always works. The woman is having the time of her fucking life. The guy either doesn't want to do it, or he doesn't have the women that he doesn't have enough women to enjoy himself the same way because he's probably not really into it. This is kind of like the situation with Pro Jared. If you guys knew who Pro Jared was, Pro Jared was a. Hold on now. Pro Jared was a content creator back then, with YouTube or whatever like that. And he had a girlfriend. They were both white and they're very rich. And his girl introduced swinging and X, Y, and Z. And she was like, oh, you can go do this, that, and third. But Pro Jared really wasn't into that shit. Anyway, eventually there was one girl that apparently Pro Jared started to get his groove with, and his girl went ballistic. Mind you, his girl was fucking anybody every which way to Sunday, but the second that his wife could not contact him for like 30 minutes, she lost her fucking shit. She lost her shit when another girl came into the picture and she scooped her husband up. Right, mind you, treated him. Mind you, it wasn't like as though the girl didn't know. The girl was aware of what the wife was trying to do, and apparently she was just like, yeah, okay, well, listen, let's try this out. And those two fell in love. Or some bullshit. Like they actually hit it off. And the fucking wife who was polygamous and all of that shit, she lost her fucking shit. She not only lost her shit, she went into the public, she said a bunch of shit, she made up a bunch of lies, right? She did a whole bunch of fucking crazy shit to this man. For the shit, she was basically the fucking problem, and she made it out to be that he was the fucking problem for her lifestyle. Okay.
No idea. And so unfortunately, I was forced to talk to her about stuff very early on.
Yeah. And how did she take it?
Well, she took it okay. She was too young, but like later when she was like, I would say like early teens, at first it was really cool. She thought it was cool because like kids.
I love the smile on her face. She thought it was really cool. And she's going to say she thought that it was really cool because of attention. That's it. Because she understands, most women understand, men like attention, right? It's something that a lot of men don't really get, positive attention. A lot of men go day in, day out without really getting attention. A lot of guys don't even talk to people compared to women. Women crave attention. They're willing to go through extremes to get attention. This is just a fact. Don't at me at this, right? So anyway, look at her face light up when she talks about this.
Well, she took it okay. She was too young, but like later when she was like, I would say like early teens, at first it was really cool. She thought it was cool because like kids that age are like, oh, how many followers do you have? Oh, my mom has 100,000 followers, 200,000 followers, 300,000. She's like, oh, cool. Yeah. But the minute one kid opens their mouth and says, oh, when are you going to have OnlyFans? Just because kids are nasty.
Yeah.
That's when things start to get a little like, so you go.
It's not necessarily that kids are nasty. Kids are not taught to have a filter when they're extremely young. So you're getting exactly what the real world sees before they get any type of responsibilities in their life. Or kids don't give other people grace without being taught or shown to do that, right? You can't expect that. You can expect that this was going to happen, but you can't expect that. You should have expected it though. Does that make sense? You can't expect someone else's kids to give your daughter grace for your actions. You can't. You can't.
Go where one day it might not be cool because someone might have said something to her, and then it goes back to being cool again because someone's like, "Oh my God, your mom has a lot of followers" or something like that.
Yeah.
It can never navigating teenagers is challenging.
I can't wait.
Again, a lot of guys can get upset about this kind of thing. They can jump up and down and fucking do whatever that they want to do. But ultimately, these women are the ones who are going to still get married. They're still going to be in a dating pool. There's still going to be dudes wifing them up, having kids with them. And again, I'm not necessarily against it, right? It's just if they don't have the proper mindset. My thing is, I just never understood, getting women like this fucking pregnant and you know what they're about, right? This woman's mindset did not change from when she was doing it till now, from when she started doing this to now. You should have known. You should have fucking known. I don't. It's the weirdest shit to me. It really is. It really is. If you let women talk enough and don't push back, they just confess. I have seen this a lot. Well, maybe she shouldn't have sold her Grand Canyon to the internet and thought about her kids first. But they never do that. Women and accountability do not go hand in hand. This is why you don't wife a hoe. No accountability. You literally are the problem because you're a hoe. The man is a dummy for even marrying and having kids with a whore. Again, and I know there's a lot of people that don't want to. I know a lot of people don't want to hear this, but what percentage do you think of the general population of women, let's say in the United States, are whores, or by your standards, whores? Because again, by the time you find a girl, by the time you're 20, not even you can't even make it to 25. By the time you're 20, the amount of women who haven't already had sex or already haven't been, mind you, these women are being taught, because we're all being taught that sex is X, Y, and Z, and there's nothing wrong with sex. You know what I'm saying? But again, at the chances of you finding some pristine Snow White chick or some pristine Snow White dude is extremely low. And when you do find them, they end up being fucking prudes. So they're all extreme. None of them are normal. So it really is about the mindset at this point. It really is. A girl having sex with a lot of people and she has a proper mindset is much more forgivable than a girl who has probably 3 bodies, but she's fucking ridiculous. So imagine a girl with multiple bodies, double digits before she's 20, before she's 18, double digits, and she has a fucking shit mindset. Anyway, that's the video. Catch you guys later. Peace.
I'll let you taste the power of my fists! Final round. Fight. She did! You win.